Hi everyone, my name is Ali Raza. I'm the founder and CEO of Max Dental Marketing. Today we are going to be talking about how to attract, hire, and retain top talent in your dental practice. Because let's face it, you can't build a high performing practice with a low performing team. In this video, we are going to be touching upon how to understand the employee quality, because you would want to rank, you would want to categorize employees into A, B, and C from an HR standpoint. You would want to establish the right hiring strategy and how to go about that. We'll touch upon that. And then what are the key elements to attract top talent, that is A players. And then in the last, we would touch upon how to retain the high performing individuals, because they are always high in demand and low in supply. Let's face it, the challenge today is that most dental practices on average have an average set of employees, without exceptions. Of course, there are exceptions in which there are exceptional people and A players in the entire dental practice, but that is a very small percentage of dental practices in the US. Most of the times, the dentists are the people who are owners of the dental practice, and the front desk staff, most of the times, are individuals who have been hired from the same industry or from some other industry over the period of time. And their performance is average, or at best, a little above average. This is the normal distribution across the US when it comes to average performing dental practices. And the dilemma is that the success of a practice heavily relies on having skilled personnel, i.e. front desk staff, i.e. marketing staff, i.e. the dentists themselves, to support the growth and the sustainability and the scalability of a dental practice. Here are some points that you would want to keep in mind when identifying A players. The most simple test that you can do for an A player, for identifying an A player, is when someone from your office walks into your office and hands you in their resignation, you will go an extra mile above and beyond to retain them. That's your A player. A players are top performing employees who contribute significantly to your practice's success. A players are the people who are mentioned by your patients when they are in the chairs. Often when patients are getting treated, they will mention that, I called Sophia, she was so nice, she accommodated me with an urgent appointment that I needed for my kid or myself. They will be mentioned. You will see their mention across in the testimonials. You will see their mention in different spots, in different areas, in different conversations taking place within the dental practice. Productivity of A players often far exceed than when compared to average employees. When you compare an average employee with an A player, you will often see that their productivity is at least 4 to 5 or maybe 10 times more than an average employee. When the going gets tough and you are about to make a list of people who you are gonna fire from your dental practice for any reason, who are the people that you will retain? That's right. They are your A players. A players are identified by their desire to grow and achieve in their roles. They are the folks that don't want to stay in the same role, in the same responsibility, in the same execution every single day. They want to rise high above and beyond. They want to take on more responsibility. They're the folks who are continuously improving on whatever is being assigned to them. You post a job ad on LinkedIn, Monster, Indeed, or any other platform. You get a list of employees applying into your dental practice ad. You sift through them, take a look at them, and do some interviews. And then you make a hiring decision based on whoever you find the best fit in that particular bunch or that particular lot. There is a flaw in this strategy, and that is A players are often not the people who are looking actively for jobs. They are working somewhere, and it's your responsibility to attract them and get them from wherever they're working. John Smith's dental practice is looking for a digital marketing manager. The requirements of the job are da 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 da. This is not something that is going to attract an A player. How does a job ad look like which will attract and retain and engage an A player? Examples of effective titles that'll attract A players is join a cutting-edge dental practice that transforms patient care in Dallas, Texas. A normal job ad versus the job ad that I just spoke to you about will always stand out and will attract A players. A players are the folks who would want at least 5 important components which should be present in the job offering that you are presenting to the world. A players want top competitive salary and bonuses. You can't attract top talent without top compensation. Number 2, benefits. They want health insurance, they want remote working options, they want paid time off. All these elements will contribute to the element of making sure that you're attracting top talent. Number 3, career pathing. Opportunities for professional development and growth. How are they going to grow in the roles that they are being hired for? Work environment. Or is it flexible? Do you offer a flexible working environment? Is it engaging? Is it supportive? Is it growth oriented? Culture. You need to have a strong and positive workplace culture emphasizing teamwork and high performance. A culture in which A players retain is the one in which leaders are like coaches and they're not like typical bosses, because as a leader, you would want to act as a coach, show the vision to your dental practice team, and let them call the shots in their day-to-day activities. You would want to set the tone and culture of your practice consciously, rather than something that's just being created over the period of time. Because when you don't set a culture consciously, you still have a culture in your organization. But that's not just what you want. Autonomy. A players really want autonomy. You would want to allow A players the freedom and the ability and the liberty to handle their day-to-day tasks once you have set the criteria of success in front of them. Try to avoid toxic culture traps, because I've seen a lot of small dental practices in which they say, we are a family. We treat our dental practice team members like a family. There is a possible flaw in this, and that is we often and very often accept a lot of crap, accept a lot of issues in our family members. So you don't want to have that system in your dental practice. It should be a high performing team environment, and that is the tone of the culture you would want to set. Multiple job postings. Whenever you want to attract an A player, do not rely on just one platform. Try to start posting on platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster, Facebook, and any other platforms that you are using to engage with the world and the audience in your local area. Second, network utilization. Tap into your existing connections to find high quality candidate, because the people you know might know someone who is really good at what they're doing within the dental domain. Third, employee referrals. Offer bonuses for current employees who refer A players. A lot of the team members that I have in my team, it's a 130 plus team, are A players, and they are often the ones who have been recommended and referred by other A players in my team. Most often, A players are not the people who are actively looking and applying for jobs, and it's always a good idea to do an outreach. An outreach means you reaching out to someone on LinkedIn and saying, hey, it looks like you're really good in what you do. Would you like to come and work for me? We have a job opening. They might say no, they might say yes, but if they are dissatisfied for any reason, they are going to engage with you. I'll just share a quick story. One of my PPC managers, who is one of the top performing employees of my team, was a person who was working somewhere. He never responded to my ad, but one of my HR team members engaged them. He came in for an interview. We engaged them because he was dissatisfied. He engaged with the approach of my team member rather than taking a look at the ad. So make sure you have outreach plugged into your hiring strategy. Social media and content. Make sure you are making some kind of social media content, YouTube content for your dental practice. And this will make sure that a lot of people who would ideally want to work for your dental practice will start engaging with your content. Let me share one quick story with you. We created a recent video that was a coverage of a sports event within my organization. We edited that video and put it on our social media posting, and that was an internal company video. Guess what? Really good employees who were not a part of our organization started reaching out to my HR team, and they said, "We really like the video that you just posted on your company profile. We want to come and work for you." This was not a job ad. It was a simple video promoting the company's culture, vision, and how we work as a team. Yet it started attracting talent who I would have never otherwise engaged. Two final things I would want you to remember. A players don't apply to boring job ads. They want to feel like they're joining something meaningful, something that stands out from the rest of the crowd. Number two, good people don't leave for money, but they won't stay for less either.